Hello and welcome to this week on Drinking with Dave. I picked up this little half-pint glass in a charity shop and I thought I'd use it. It's a nice little glass. So this week I'm drinking a tuborg. There's a couple of reasons for this. First of all, we're between batches of homebrew right now. We have one bottled and one in the fermenter. And the other reason is it's International Beer Day today, so I thought I would drink an international beer. International Beer Day doesn't necessarily mean drink international beer, but it's the International Day for the appreciation of beer. I'll give a little taste test on this tuborg. So, a little hoppy on the nose, kind of. It's a pretty standard lager hop smell. You know, it's not fruity or floral or anything. It's just a little earthy, maybe. No, not earthy. A little woody. It's kind of woodish. Kind of a wood smell. Very crisp and clean. A little undercarbonated, actually, I think. Though that may just be that particular can, I don't know. So yeah, the beer is nice and clean and crisp finish, very refreshing, as most lagers are. Where's this? Well, this is actually a Pilsner. So, see there, a Pilsner. So that's the tuborg. It's nothing spectacular, but it's a nice summery beer to drink. Crisp, refreshing, carbonated. Nice. It tastes more like lager than it does Pilsner, but I'm not entirely sure the difference. So this week on homebrewing, what we've been getting up to is that we finally bottled the bock, and I have an example of it here. I wanted to bottle in these because I wanted to get an extra batch of cheap bottles. Upon doing the calculations later, I learned that these bottles are actually as expensive as glass bottles of the same size, specifically made for brewing. So I don't advise getting Pepsi bottles to bottle in, but they're holding up well to the pressure, and they're a decent size. And just a matter of how these carbonate now. If there's any catastrophic failure of the bottles, I'll let you know. So we put on Eamon's wheat beer, and it looks very good. There's a nice foam on the top, the airlock is bubbling away, it's a nice kind of honey straw kind of colour. So it looks very good, and we're looking forward to that one. That should be bottled. We did that with standard brewing sugar, so that should be bottled within a week. Hopefully it'll be bottled within a week, or it'll hold up everything else. Actually, this isn't undercarbonated. It's actually quite nicely carbonated. We talk a lot in homebrewing about lacing and head retention and stuff, but you can see there's not much head retention on this. You know, and there's a little bit of lacing, but nothing crazy. I mean, you could mistake this for a very good homebrew, I think. Which tells you a lot about the standard that homebrew is at these days. It's refreshing. And since it's International Beer Day, I'm going to have a couple of these. I like this little glass, it's a good size. I'm not actually sure if this is a half pint, I haven't checked. There's no markings on it. So this may have been some sort of collector's piece rather than a bar piece. So what is the plans next in homebrewing? Well, the first thing is we're going to be making a lager for my sister. Now, I asked her what she wanted for her birthday, and I said I'd make her a beer, and said what kind did she want, and she asked me what would be closest to Bud Light. So I'm imagining some sort of American style light beer, and I'll have to find a malt can obviously like that and get an ingredient kit and everything, but I'm going to make something along the lines of an American light beer. So I'm looking forward to that. We will, once the wheat is finished, we will have already ordered the lager kit, so we'll be the American light beer, light lager, whatever you want to call it. We'll have that kit and we'll put it on, and then after that it's likely that my sister's fiance Jason will want to get a batch of the ale we made last time, same again. So I'll probably be making that. The fermenter's looking to be booked up for the next couple of weeks. One for the wheat, one for the lager, one for the dark ale. But after that, Eamon and I are going to be doing 2 other batches that we'd like to do. Now I'm going to leave it up to my viewers. I'm going to have a little poll. I'm going to have 2 links at the end of this video. and I will link you to other videos. So the links will either be to a video about Scottish style heavy, or possibly a wee heavy, and a Cooper's Canadian style blonde lager, which is the beer that Eamon wants to do. I'll throw those two links up at the end of the video over the credits. There'll just be little annotations on either side, and if you can click through on those and click like on which one you would prefer, watch both. I'll link to both videos from each of those videos, and then so you'll be able to decide whether you'd like to see me make a Scottish style heavy or Cooper's Canadian blonde. So that's it for this week. Anybody out there who's home brewing, enjoy your home brewing, experiment, try different things, and happy International Beer Day.